All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Moon versus Chaemiko here on Last Refuge. Moon has spawned as the red Night Elf player on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Chaemiko has spawned as the blue human over here on the bottom left. Human versus Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup. Looking forward to casting these games with you. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the Twitches. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you for, well, even just watching, as that definitely does help. And I'm glad to see WarCraft 3 actually having a bit of a small comeback. I don't think it will, reach PUBG levels Fortnite viewership levels on YouTube or Twitch, but it's nice to have a small intimate community that I'm starting to recognize many of the names that leave comments on Twitch and on YouTube as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Most likely it will be an Archmage versus a Demon Hunter. It feels like a lot of the times players had tried to branch out from a particular heroes, trying to see how strong the other ones were, and then came back to the more tried and true strategies. Don't know if you saw it before, but I was wondering if it was ever viable to not start Blade Master on Orc. I have seen a number of Shadow Hunter games first, and I have also seen a number of Farseer. Those heroes were chosen earlier on, and now we've gone back to the Blade Master and much more of the stereotypical heroes even before patch 1.28. Now, for people who are wondering about that, and figuring out what is the actually best strategy, it's really difficult to say. I mean, patch 1.28 was out for years, and I really do mean years, before patch 1.29 came out, and even then, patch 1.28 didn't shift the meta in terms of hero usage. What's really happened is that the professional players out there have really grown accustomed to a certain type of playstyle and almost a certain expected way of how WarCraft 3 is supposed to be played. It's gonna take a little bit more time, and as I say this, I'll give an example. The AI Google Go player, when it played professional Go against, Grandmaster Go players, even those Grandmaster Go players had said the AI had taught them new ways to play the game, and Go has been around for thousands of years, thousands of years, and there's still new strategies, and the rules had never changed. So it's almost like players get accustomed to certain specific play styles and almost default to expecting to play the game a certain way. All right, let's go ahead, come back down across here. Demon Hunter now going to be going in with Immolation. All right, Immolation as the primary ability to try and finish off and take down some of those units. Let's take a look around back the other way. Is that peasant going to get taken down? Yes, it will. Going to go ahead and try and focus down some of those units, perhaps get in a little bit more damage as the archers are now looking to back up. Old games, when BM wasn't popular, it was Farseer and Wolves Harass, then Chain Lightning and Shockwave. Though that was a very, very common strategy back in the day, back before Windwalk even allowed the Blade Master to pass through units, and there was no damage bonus on the Blade Master's Windwalk. So, as I say that, perhaps there will be someone who plays WarCraft 3 in a little bit of a vacuum and gets very good, and then is able to come out with new strategies that we have not seen before as a community. Demon Hunter goes ahead and teleports right on inside, has Immolation, and says, you know what, Militia, do you really want to surround me here? I will go ahead and let you surround me here. I am going to deal a lot of damage back and forth. Somehow the Archmage was able to get inside here, but in the end, nothing was really done. No real damage, and Chaemiko invested a lot Moon has invested a lot into trying to take down Chaemiko, but this should force Chaemiko to try and build an Arcane Vault. If the Demon Hunter is able to rinse and repeat this strategy, well, that will be an incredible setback. But at the same time, the economic advantage of Chaemiko with this expansion already means that even if one gold mine goes down, he's really not going to be hurting all too much. Is that DH immolation first level? Yes, it is. It is the first level of immolation, obviously, since you need to be level 3 to get level 2 immolation. Very difficult to figure out the level of abilities coming out from all of the heroes, short of keeping track of how much mana was being burned off of a mana burn or the amount of hit points on summons. There's no easy user interface that lets you know what's actually happening. All right, Scout Tower is actually getting pelted down, and we may see a couple of peasants also get taken down as well. You can see those volley arrows trying to finish off some units as the Demon Hunter is able to slip inside. Is he going to try and immolation some of those units again? Demon Hunter does also have a Staff of Teleportation in order to try and escape, as he's just going to sit inside this gold mine position and finish off a handful more units. There goes another peasant. And Chaemiko, well, he fortunately does have an expansion, and by having an expansion, he is able to train up more peasants. Panda now added in, and he's just putting in pressure on the other side. Moon is going to be forced to deal with a Panda and an immolating Demon Hunter pretty consistently. All right, Panda going to come across here, perhaps just use Breath of Fire across some of those units. There it is. There's that Breath of Fire trying to take down that Scout Tower now. There's a new Water Elemental. Archmage is still just sitting at level 2 as the Panda now looking to back up. Footman and this army going to be coming across inside here. Panda, is he going to, well, almost get surrounded. Does, oh gosh, yes. 6 units surround by the army of Chaemiko to surround that Panda. Is the Demon Hunter going to be able to get in there in time with the Staff of Preservation? No, he is not. Panda falls at level 1. And, well, the Demon Hunter no longer has a partner in crime. I think it was Reign of Chaos. Grubby casted some of his old games, some of them against the card, for example. So if you watch the old Orc Mirror, if you want, you cannot compare Reign of Chaos to Frozen Throne and talk about heroes, because the actual abilities and the overall game is different. It's like saying StarCraft versus StarCraft 2 versus Brood War versus Wings of Liberty versus Legacy of the Void. Each game has slightly different units, and the overall meta does evolve differently as well. Archer now looking to get away. Meanwhile, Footman do come across here. Are we going to see? Yes, Breath of Fire. There is a bit of a mana absorb right there as one Footman does get taken down. That is a lot of Footmen without, and I am surprised by this right now, that is a lot of Footmen, and they do not have defend. The Archers and Dryads in this position should be able to push through a lot of damage, as the Archmage now uses a Scroll of Town Portal to try and push through and clear out this expansion location. All right, Demon Hunter wants to get to level 3. Is he going to be able to finish off a Peasant? Yes, he does. Gets to level 3. Is he going to teleport out? Yes, Staff of Teleportation trying to get away from the Arcane Tower and those remaining Footmen. Demon Hunter comes back across, uses a Moonstone quickly, and in doing so, will be able to fill up these Moonwells knowing that they are currently bone dry. Yes, Piercing was OP in Reign of Chaos. Yeah, Piercing damage was significantly more powerful. All right, let's take a look back across here. Water Elemental looking to, well, do a little bit of scouting. Just going to get taken down pretty much, giving free experience to that Panda and that Demon Hunter as well. Demon Hunter going to be able to get up to 200 mana very quickly. And you can see the Footmen finally have Defend. Is the Panda going to be able to perhaps Breath of Fire? Footman with Immolation. Well, Footman with Defend, and not the best against a Demon Hunter with Immolation, since the Demon Hunter can actually keep up and do a lot of damage that way. All right, you can take a look. Arcane Tower quickly taken out. Footman and Panda, no more Breath of Fire. There is a bunch of low hit point Footmen. Demon Hunter actually in a little bit of trouble. Panda does have a Staff of Preservation and should be able to save this Demon Hunter right here if it push comes to shove. There it goes, able to save that in just a moment. Dryad's now looking to back out again. Low hit point Archer of Moon getting away. Alchemist coming from Chaemiko, able to heal back up. Archmage is still sitting at level 2. Economic advantage, or we are finally at keep, as indicated by this Alchemist. But the Dryads, yes, able to just melt apart a Water Elemental in an instant. There's a bunch of healing spray right there, healing across all of those units. The Archers are going to get absolutely destroyed as the Footmen with the Fen are able to reflect back that damage, and with the Alchemist offering a bit of healing, well, those footmen are probably not going to be falling anytime soon. Alchemist, however, down to 40 hit points, down to 22, finally gets taken down. Panda sitting at almost 70 mana should be able to Breath of Fire across multiple units again as the Demon Hunter, well, staffed up preservation once more. All right, Archer down to 1 hit point, doesn't get much closer than that, and is able to live and fight another day. Dryads now looking to pull back up off to the north. Meanwhile, Panda, Demon Hunter are here ready to go. And they're trying to get some more experience. Panda very far away from level 3. Dryads rejoining in on the fight. Perhaps some scrolls of healing will be purchased since there are so many units that need to be healed. There you go. 1 scroll of healing, and all of a sudden this army looks ready for action again. Demon Hunter, what is it going to pick up? Not picking up anything at all. 48 supply compared to 45. Chaemiko has a smaller army, as we are also looking at a bunch of towers being constructed here as well. Once Chaemiko gets into mortar teams, the mortar teams are a very strong counter to the Dryads and that backline positioning. Demon Hunter and Panda are looking to use the creep camps to get a hero level advantage and try to squeeze out a victory that way. Scroll of Town Portal also being purchased, as well as we now see a Staff of Preservation for the Demon Hunter, who should go ahead and heal back up. Well, did he? Yeah, he should be picking up a Moonstone as well, as he wants to refill all of these Moonwells for any sort of upcoming fight. Dryad standing still. Demon Hunter now going to come across here. Let's take a look. Dryads, are they going to be able to poke apart these units? Single file line inside a base. Absolute nightmare, as the Dryads are going to be able to poke down that scout tower in just a matter of seconds. All right, you see you saw a water elemental quickly get abolished down, as the Panda could come across with a Breath of Fire here. Why no Breath of Fire? Not quite sure. You see a reveal, and all of a sudden, the Goblin Zeppelin could have been taken out. That's actually a horrible spot for it. Using a reveal in that way to try and take down the Goblin Zeppelin was a brilliant strategy and idea, as all of a sudden the Goblin Zeppelin couldn't hide easily in the corner. All right, Dryads and Archers still poking through. Panda trying to get in through that front door, or at least knock on the farm, as the farm is about to get taken down. Demon Hunter, Demon Hunter still staying alive. Just take a look at this. Dryads are all in position. There's a mana burn onto the Archmage. Archmage losing another water elemental, perhaps, but doesn't want to give the free experience either, as there are a good number of Dryads. Footman getting blown over right there by a Breath of Fire. The healing spray not in time, as the Dryads are still putting pressure on that front door location. All right, Demon Hunter going to come across inside here. Panda fighting right next to it as well. Dryads, they're putting damage onto the farm instead of going after any of these units, because they are afraid of that damage getting reflected back. Demon Hunter, Staff of Preservation, back home at 75 hit points, but these Moonwells are still fairly dry. Going to be forced to use another Moonstone again. He does also have an Orb of Venom this time around, as the Panda clearing out some very easy creep camps away from all of the action. Dryad could get taken out. It has to be careful. Nope, Mortar Team looking to back up, as the Demon Hunter does get to level 4. Mastery training now here, ready to go. Thank you for tuning into my cast. I've been casting for over 9 years, as the Demon Hunter ready to go. Demon Hunter going after all of these units. Panda does have enough mana. Breath of Fire goes across. Level 2 Breath of Fire. That damage is in fact very high, as the Demon Hunter perhaps will be forced to back up here or get stabbed at preservation again. Are we going to perhaps see another Breath of Fire? No. Breath of Fire finally goes across. Demon Hunter down to 114 hit points. Needs to escape. This Dryad also needs to escape and retreat back home. Moon has been playing at the edge of a sword for quite some time, and playing a very delicate balancing act. That Demon Hunter has had a number of opportunities, to die. No other way to say it, but Moon's control of that Demon Hunter has been superb. He's been thereby doing so, he's been able to keep the pressure on and really get as much life out of his units as he really can. Dryads, however, going to be a little bit of a problem here. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter coming back. Are we going to see a Scroll of Healing? Yeah, all of these units definitely need a Scroll of Healing, and even then, some of them look worse for wear. All right, back across. Demon Hunter, Dryads, Archers heading back off to the north. 2 bases versus 1, and Moon is somehow making it look like he can still win this game. Army is level 4, level 3 compared to a level 3, level 2. Is it going to be enough as the Forest Troll Berserkers and these units get taken out? Breath of Fire gives a Panda level 4 as it finishes off a unit right there. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, a very dangerous and deadly 1-2 combination, as Moon is currently down by 40% Chaemiko is up by 40%. That is actually different than Moon being down by 40%. Slight difference in terms of math, but hopefully you guys do notice the difference. Moon just now setting up an expansion at the 15-minute 30-second mark. This is rather late for Moon, who typically does like to go for expansions. Flying machines. Goblin Alchemist with Inner Fire. Inner Fire is an the Inner Fire was stolen from the Forest Troll Berserkers and the Forest Troll High Priest. Panda now going to go ahead and get a Breath of Fire off across multiple units, now trying to head back away once more as the Alchemist's Healing Spray adding more life to all of these units here. There goes an Ogre Magi. Mortar team still working to finish off the Forest Trolls in the back as they are getting all a little bit split up. All right, here you go. There goes a Goblin Shredder catching that unit off guard. Wonderfully done, wonderfully played. And what that is really doing is just trying to put units all over the map. All right, there's a rejuvenation on the Panda. The Dryads perhaps hoping to try and catch more units in transit, and that's exactly what's happening. Moon says, you know what? I only need to make sure that if I can focus down all of your reinforcements while you are not engaging me, I'm still going to be in a very good spot. Bears are here ready to go. Reinforcements going to be coming back in from the other side, and all of a sudden Chaemiko realizes, hey, this is not a good spot for me to be in. Low hit point units. All right, Mana Burn onto the Chemical Raging Alchemist. Alchemist now in a bit of trouble, but does have Potion of Invulnerability and is now healing him spray back up. Mortar teams need to finish off some Dryads. Dryads could go splat at any moment. The Bears should be, well, in bear form, and they do exactly that as the Demon Hunter going after the Alchemist. Alchemist down to 50 hit points. One more shot should be able to do it, and the slow on the Demon Hunter saves the Goblin Alchemist at the last possible moment. With that said, Chaemiko didn't lose that battle, but I believe if things continue to go the way they are, he is going to lose the war. Moon now only down in supply by 4, even economically, and that is a potential issue. Alchemist needs to get as much mana as possible, a little bit far away from the Archmage, who's still only sitting at level 3. Level 3, that means the Brilliance Aura is not really giving that much mana, especially as we are crossing the 18-minute mark of that game. Panda sitting at level 4, just adding or finishing off an additional number of creep camps here. Demon Hunter looking to head back. A large number of Spellbreakers doing a bit of chasing as well. But we are now at 82 supply compared to 77. Moon at low upkeep. Meanwhile, Chaemiko is at high upkeep, and he may want to reconsider. All right, it looks as though the mortar teams are going to be pressuring in right here. Bears, are they going to be able to split this attack? You can also take a look. A number of militia looking to join in on the fight. Spellbreakers are going to be here. Low hit point Druid of the Claw should perhaps be Staff of Preservation to Way, already getting slowed. What is going on as we now see Chaemiko just completely transition into a different type of army, an army of mass Spellbreakers away from all of those footmen, and all of a sudden that Panda, which was so dominant for so long, can only deal damage to the back line, and that's while trying to counteract the healing spray of the Chemical Raging Goblin Alchemist. So much healing going on over here. Panda now trying to head back. Bears are here as well, as we are looking at a low hit point Druid of the Claw. Is it going to get taken down? Yes, it will. Down it goes. The Bears are still looking to push forth here as the Alchemist still has enough for healing spray. This is a perfect spot for Chaemiko to be fighting in, and I believe with this battle, as the Bears start to fall, since the War of Attrition goes in favor of Chaemiko and his healing spray Alchemist, Chaemiko's army is just going to be able to outlast his opponent. The Spellbreakers still holding on to that front line, at least for now. The Dryads getting splatted down and apart as the Druids of the Claw are still trying to do a bit of retreating. Panda in that front position does not have that much mana. Bears trying to rejoin in the fight, trying to get every ounce of damage out, but I believe this will be it. Both the Demon Hunter, Panda, and a number of bears are all low on life. Alchemist does end up falling. No staff at all. There goes another mortar team as the Panda is going to be able to back out. So wait a second. Demon Hunter survives. Panda survives. Alchemist gets taken down. And now, but Chaemiko is going to finish off this Tree of Life. And I believe this is going to be the end as the gold mines are going to be mined out here. Moon, does he have enough gas in the tank to finish off the remaining units? That is the big question, as Moon, well, gives up the game even though he has the higher score. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.